T1 versus Gen.G fighting for a spot in Masters Bangkok, my friends. Two legendary Korean organizations. And my friends, this will be insane. Got Izu on Yoru, Texture on Jet, Buzz on Neon. And Carp is playing again, bro. I don't know what Sullivan did, but
it's not exactly built to stop the Neon. We'll see what their plans are.
Definitely a lot of adaptation needed to go through, but for now, just Buzz already starting things off straight in towards the back of Halls. Ooh, nice little frenzy double kill, and off towards Carpe on the classic.
Man, I really don't know who's
it's hard on the pistols, but this is something that Gen.G's gonna have to watch out for. The Neon simply
the only thing that I know is that this series will be insane.
Even if you stop the second line of attack, there's always going to be the double duelist that's able to break onto site.
So much of it at work, already breaking the back lines, and the rest of them holding out from the back of P-Long as well. A little bit of a peek out from Yeoman alongside Texture, and Texture, of course, starts things off with a bit of a snappy headshot, but down to it, Meteor answers right back. Yeoman trying to play around the back of the boxes, but still, Meteor able to find him at the very end.
That's going to be the dimensional drift. Already jumping onto site, catches sight of one member. Not quite spotting Texture just yet. And Foxy9, you are just trapped there. It is a grinder of stuns and firepower all around. And Buzz and Izu breaking the site with E. Spike will get planted, and Texture, he cannot risk the fight just yet. He has to wait for backup.
Oh, it's just way too tough. Although Munchkin and Karen might arrive back a tunnel, I don't know if it's going to be enough for Gen.G to really look for a possible angle and some kills. A 3-on-5 right now.
It's looking like it's going to be a
save. I respect that, bro.
Because especially Karen has a judge. He can try to get
good things
some
do.
That just hard stops the Neon. So that's something they'll have to figure out. It's a nice setup, and Buzz will get traded immediately, but he's a nice movement. Sidesteps Texture and is going to win out on the trade.
Now off towards Munchkin, low HP. Not really enough time to really pull out utility, so a little bit of assistance from Karen on the back of stairs, but is that going to be enough? 0 point, and that's all the info that he needs.
They know it's close. You didn't hear it travel all that long, and Stacks with the line swing, baits him into the fight, takes him down. Karen gets one trade, but he will be pushed out. In fact, gunned down from behind.
Stacks just triangulates his position off of where the Tracers
something to prove.
Seen. That is wild. Down to just Foxy9, and then a 1-on-3. Not in a prime position to stand out and find the retake.
As good as Meteor, of course, but
close. Maybe looking for at least one kill to start things off. If not, it just might be exits.
I mean, this is rough, right? Because even if you save it over, it's not exactly a great round. Sure, you'd have a hero rifle, but I don't mind going for it. See whatever advantages you can gain if he could have gotten an early kill. Maybe there's a shot. No, he can't even land a single shot at the Stacks. Stacks tells him there's a reason I was leading you last year and puts him down to the grave.
And Stacks is one of the goats, bro.
That is one of those statements that definitely rings in the back of your mind. Foxy9, a little bit of an opportunity. Stacks was low HP as well, but couldn't quite convert it all the way to the end. T1 just looking so darn fluid right now. The call to head over from B from the previous round, back into A main this time, and they were just able to fight back against Texture's assaults.
Love the guy.
Op. Now fishing for it. He's going to be hidden as well as possible, but that's why they're setting up for a pinch, and just right next to him, Texture still gets the shot, but he will get taken down. It's a crossfire. It's perfectly set up to shut down the one answer that Gen.G has figured out so far.
Just blind your one answer, and it's already eliminated from the equation now. Yeoman along the rest of the players trying to do what they can to refill in that space. The drone comes out. Karen.
Yeah, Meteor knows. He knows the only way.
Save. Again, I know it sucks, but what can you do?
Munchkin joining so late, you just have to go for another save. Just holding next to this one way, but can he get the shot onto the Neon? Is he ready for it? There's no command. No more sliding for you, and that's one, but the flash, the key, and Munchkin with the sprint.
Nice, Munchkin.
Will finally shut down T1's advances. So once again, T1 says we cannot let these guys set up. We're gonna go fast. There it comes.
Munchkin. Bro, I thought you had a judge too.
Karon's holding the cross.
What the fuck was that?
Get stopped once again. Hunter's Fury to really slow things down.
In with the judge as well, hiding inside of the smoke in case someone does continue to push on through. Second smoke comes up, and at the same time, Carpe creeping out back towards mid. Texture has pushed all the way up B-Long.
Yeah, now you have some good ideas of where T1 is. You don't have to worry about it. Also, neither of the duelists alive. So Gen.G feeling very comfortable. The turret will spot Carpe on that lurk. And that's going to be a little bit of information to maybe start spreading out. We'll see if T1 tries to take this opportunity to clear this smoke.
Looking to try.
Seeing close range, but nice movement. It's actually covered for Munchkin. He's just always there for his boy. Charon is still alive on the site. Now Carpe just ditched by Gen.G. They don't want to have to worry about it. Carpe creeping forward. They know that he's coming. Only 30 seconds for T1. It's a trade, and now it's just Carpe subbing in, gets one, but that's all he'll get as Foxy9 comes back alive.
This is way too darn exciting. First of all, look at Munchkin's replay.
Nah, bro.
He actually aired straight to the left. That's how he took down Buzz. Unbelievable with how he's managing to make these plays happen. He does it for a second time as well, and down to the rest of the round because they kept T1 pinched in towards A main. It's going to be a clash.
And a turret as well. There's just so much protection. Smoke comes out. Texture, is he ready? He's sticking in the anti. Texture gets one. How does he get one? And
I don't know, bro. Guys, just insane.
There's still two members here. T1, are you ready for this fight? There's a good shock dart, takes down one, and that's the Euro. But Munchkin decides to fight. Not enough time bought for the full rotate from Gen.G. They were hoping that T1 would rotate, but now it's 3 members on site. Yo, man. He's gonna want to go for it. He hits the clone, and now Izu set up for it. But he gets 2 down.
Yo, that was insane.
V1.
Charon.
Oh my God, this is
interesting, close by,
bro.
but Stax, he needs to get the spike down. That's gonna take a little bit of time, and in that time, Charon might be able to push in a little bit closer. Where's he gonna go? Oh, Stax trying to get ahead of it. Peeks out to the left, but Charon holds the angle and gets the headshot to end the round.
Just a read from Charon, saying you don't have any information. You don't know where I am. You don't know where I'm coming from. You better clear the connection to our spawn, because otherwise you know you're in trouble. Purposely holds the off angle and just knows that Stax has to step out if he wants to
bro, this was incredible. What the fuck?
Clicks, but that is some crazy, insane tracking onto the knee.
Yo, Texture is insane,
and yo, man,
so good at this game.
Rough start in the beginning of Kickoff, but people have started to see his power, his value. You can see he's relieved that he's downing on these ultimates to try to get some rounds. Normally I'm a big advocate of it, but right now with the setup, looks a little dicey. Already you, so now it's just up to you to get those kills. Oh, and the flash is too good. He actually almost still gets it, but Foxy9 will get one onto Buzz. Carpe still cleaning up, and now here's the Hunter's Fury to clear out that lockdown, just trying to make sure that his team can stay on site.
That is already enough value as well. The Cosmic Divide coming in too. Yo, man, he might be on the side, but he's alone and cold. Carpe comes out to eliminate him. 2 players up from the back of Gen.G now, but is it going to be enough?
Operator in hand for Texture. They're going to want to get a pick first. And Munchkin, he'll try to hold the closer angles. They're going to go in together. They swap the gun. There's a good pop flash, but it's an instant teleport out from Izu. Out from danger. Texture finds a timing against Stax. No reason to watch the flank anymore. Izu giving an opportunity. You heard the TP going by. Texture doesn't want to get played by it, but Meteor, it's a perfect fake out setup.
And Texture might have hurt that gate crash as well, so this might be the call for the A squad to head into site, where, unfortunately for Gen.G, Stax and Carpe are really close around stairs. They might have been noted as well. Buzz spots out Foxy9, tries to get the relay ball in for the pinch, crouches, and gets the headshot, but Texture answers right back with the Sheriff.
Well, round 2, here comes Meteor. Next up, Texture versus Meteor, the old teammate, and he's just gonna say, well, hello, good old friend. I'm gonna go join my team. Meanwhile, Gen.G gonna start to push out of the site, make sure that they have room to work with. All 3 next to bunker, ready to wrap around. Carpe coming in to cut off Texture, but Texture's timing could be impeccable here. He's waiting to see where Meteor's coming from. Stax gets 1 kill. There's still 2 members around the site. Stax brought down low. Carpe gets a good one. Yo, man, still alive. No, you can't take your utility out. You have to fight. And fight T1 will.
Gathering more information. This might inform Stax that they could be, rotating and finding a different route into the site. Fortunately, though, Charon with the 1-tap ends Buzz. And now it's just down to Stax on the site itself. Meteor alongside Carpe in for the rotation, but they hear the footsteps, the stampede out from stairs.
And there's going to be the Cosmic Divide, really negating any type of info that Stax was looking to get. Stax trying to go for the spam, just barely missed. Oh, actually, never mind. Lands right onto Yo-Man. He wasn't too happy about that one. Meteor confirms the position of at least 1 player, but quite a spread out from Gen.G. Jump peeks to check close from T1. Still a possibility. 4v4, 2 rifles in the hands of T1 members. They will start to fan out outside of the smoke. There's the clone. It gets information. A pop flash as well. An instant trade. 1-1. Carpe starts to defuse. They're trying to block it. He does get the half. And so time bought for T1. The spray against the wrong person. And T1 will lead by 7. Izu. He can take a little bit more time, get a little bit more aggressive, has that gate crash as a backup, and Texture just gonna try and peek in. He's got that tailwind activated. Carpe, he's sharp with it.
Yo, good game by Carpe.
That was enough warm-up, but a good jump peek out from Munchkin. But it's still just mid that Gen.G is taking a hold of. Meteor up against his old teammates, up against his old team, where he was creating so much space. Can he do it against them? He starts with 1 kill, and he's looking for more, but Foxy9 once again says now it is my spot to be earned here on Gen.G.
Foxy9, the one to take the space and now to hold down to the site. It's just 2 players from T1 to try to retake, to find that map point. They stand up close. Stax starts things off with a headshot.
Okay, the clone just gonna be spent by Foxy9, still looking for one, and again, this is where he shines. He wants to take these fights. A 1v1 on the site, but back up far away from Charon. Looking at that off angle, and Izu, he susses us out. He wants to go hunt for it. He doesn't have much time, but he needs to get the kill. He will not. And Gen.G will crawl back into the game with 5 rounds. The first contact potentially happening here in Art, but that dimensional drift, does it force Gen.G further into the site? They're just going to be herded in, just like sheep, all the way into the site. Flashes come out to hold them at bay. There's the lockdown. Another flash at the ready, just trying to get as much information as possible, and Izu will use the clone to his advantage. Gets 1 kill. Texture on the site. The lockdown has been taken down. Now 4 members of Gen.G fanning out, but they don't check the bunker, and Stax will hold on. Buzz arrives. Yeoman takes care of it, but Stax eventually with the wallbang. The site is now in Gen.G's hands. 2v2, only 10 seconds left.
Trevor's on fire today, bro.
Has to go safe.
I love the guy. Gonna miss you, man.
Charon, the flash comes out. He will jump out just in time, but the health, it's not good. Munchkin will equalize. Carpe now here. Charon knows the position of both. He needs to win the fight one at a time. He tries to get out of it! And Carpe swings out at the right moment.
For a little bit of a spam to check. Thankfully, Carpe
30
on the ready with the stars, but now that it's gone, this is when the angles come into play. Texture dashes in.
Yeah, and everyone is here from the side of T1. Texture, you can't get too far out of it. Meteor's ready.
Meteor! Yo, this dude, Texture and Meteor is...
This is how you won trophies last year. He'll just hold things down. Munchkin tries to land another shot. He'll go for it. Foxy9 there for the support. But now it's all down to Charon. He will get the plant. 1v3. Oh no, he has to get off of it. Here's the footstep, and it's just too much. T1 will lead this best of 5 1-0 by taking their map pick on Pearl.
And you gotta imagine that takes just a little bit of that pressure off, might give them a little bit more of an advantage coming into the later map.
Now we got Meteor on Izu again, bro. I love that.
Not be as shocking as it might be for a lot of our viewers.
He's so good in this Asian.
Okay, so Gen.G might be prepared for this possibly.
And Gen.G,
nade as Texture tries to dive in. Meteor off the shields, already cracked up and open, but Buzz and Carpe able to strike back just as well. Continuing to fight off a rubble, the paranoia gets sent through, and Charon running away.
Already down to a 2v2. Foxy9, he's here. They hear the footsteps. Carpe, he's heard it. He's ready for it. But Foxy9 gets him, and now they know the exact location of Buzz. Already down to 70 HP. A good reposition from Charon amidst that chaos. Now he starts to pinch in. The timing has to be good here. Oh no, okay, Charon, nice sidestep away from the sheriff shot.
But at the same time, you know, T1 getting a good read for things down. Here's that contingency wall. They're trying to push alongside it. A bit of a high-low, and they managed to strike down one, but still continuing to spray on through. Charon able to get something, but gets traded off as well.
Yo, man, he wants that timing. He finds one. Dances around the smoke. Can he land a second? Not quite. A good wraparound from Izu will give the numbers advantage to T1, but they've already taken some damage. And Munchkin, he's going to go for the trade. Now,
can you do it?
V2, Foxy9. Can he do it again? Can he do what Meteor has done so much for Gen.G last year? And he reads it, Stacks. That box.
Oh, this is what I like to say. Foxy9 versus Meteor.
Versus Foxy9.
Again, these two again. The shield's gone.
They just can't avoid the showdown. Meteor wanting to prove that he was a core part of Gen.G last year. And Foxy9, he's been proving the doubter is wrong through and through. Waits for a wraparound, knows that Meteor has to go for a crafty play. But time not on his side. Foxy9, you have to start clearing the site soon. And there's still so many corners here on this A site. He's checking close. He even wants to check heaven. He's getting greedy with it, but he finds the timing. Knife out. Now he needs to go. He knows he needs to get the half. He's trying to draw him in. Just one more chance, but no time on the spike. But his mission will be accomplished. No weapons left.
Mid is a try-harder, by the way.
Fast push out from C. I mean, immediately they say this has to be a group effort from T1. Still more delay coming in. And now it's going to be Charon taken through the other dimension. Meteor, he's ready with it. Repositions with the knife, and Charon! He has his crosshairs trained on the target. Eventually still surrounded, but that's the ISO gone. Time bought until the spike gets planted, but a 3v4 for Gen.G.
A little bit tricky. Buzz is close to the showstopper. Yeoman trying to be as cautious as possible, trying to regroup with his teammates. But do they know that Izu is hiding inside? They do. They check and clear him out with the Prowler.
And he's just going to keep repositioning. All he needs to do is buy time. You've still got 3 members on site. Your teammates locking things down. Yeoman tries to get ahead of it. They want to spread out their angles. They want to get us around. But Carpe, he reads right into the plans of Gen.G. And that's a double. That's the round gone. Munchkin, can you get out alive? No. Pressure locked him down. But this time, they are fired up. They are heating up. And now once again, Rumble Fight. This is Gen.G's home, but only 8 HP. And T1 continue to win out on this zone.
Oh, man. Karen trying his best to play around the doors. Munchkin off to the other side of the toxic screen. But he's been spotted as well, down to low. Karen able to find a bit of a double. Can he get the third? Yes, he does! A quad! But Stacks takes down his life.
Foxy9 against his old IGL everywhere he goes. It's a nemesis of some sort. Stacks now ult online,
big game for him,
but no time, no space to use it. Reposition, but the spike should be relatively telling. Foxy9 once again will clear all the way around the site, but last time that meant he didn't have enough time to go for the defuse. He needs to consider it carefully.
Bro, Stack has everything.
Kit of utility as well.
Yeah, you got drone, recon, shocks. You have the turret, but for now, just a tap. This is the only location possible, and Foxy!
And he died with everything, bro.
He gives a nice little
Smyra. You see that?
Across the stage, you'll love to see it. But Charon's not stopping. He knows he needs the energy. Another full set of utility from Texture and Time, but it's going to be the kill contract right in the middle of the battlefield. Everyone falling all around them. Texture peeks out, and he takes the shield down, but cannot stabilize. But at the end of the day, Gen.G will clear the rubble, and Stacks answers back. The fight just does not end. And where is Izu going? Where did he come from? Sneaks all the way through B site.
It just feels so incredibly relentless. Izu now just nipping at the heels. Munchkin trying to hold off to the off angles. Back in towards blue room. He didn't know that there might have been a bit of a noise off towards the back. Or at least just trying to stay and play it safe. The door is
down for Foxy9.
Open. And Foxy9 tries to get ahead. No! Sniped down midair by Meteor!
Once again, the door revolving. Munchkin just takes a guess that everybody now on the site sees the trip. Not gonna quite land the shot past the box. Tries to go far through, but it's well beyond the walls. And now with 3 members and a trap wire in the way, Meteor answers right back. But it's a double up already. Munchkin is here, and the pit goes up. T1's already inside. They are past it. Do you read this lockdown also used? T1 now trapped in the corner, but what's the play, Gen.G? How do you eliminate the targets? You might have herded them into the corner, but can you make sure you win the fight? They are well outside the pit. Carpe gets above, it's a high-low, but spike down, they dirt it. They hear the shot step, but they can't win out. Buzz peeks out, but Yeoman and Charon will surround, and now Stacks
good defense by Gen.G,
and Izu shut down, away from the site. They have no way in.
2 ultimates, and it does
and
all
still
the
has
work
the showstopper
to put that roadblock up against T1 now. Down to just Stacks and Izu trying to hold on the edge of the smoke. It dissipates, and they're looking
good luck,
for the
guys.
angle. Yeoman's holding. Karen alongside Texture in for a bit of an off angle. Texture gets ahead, exits the cyber cage, so maybe baiting out the spams a little bit early, and Yeoman will spot out the first. Down to just Stacks as he tries to get ahead once again. Yeoman sprays him down.
They have left the site wide open. And you start to hear some of that movement far away from you, creating that distance. And now, falls in Gen.G's court to try to surround them at a perfect angle.
And this is just perfect macro game from T1. They've been conditioning Gen.G to
go
go
for Buzz. Huge.
Holds right now. So in for the B fights, an early boombot just to clear for the forward space. Nothing spotted yet, and T1 continues to hold close.
Yeah, no paranoia, so the showstopper, it has to be good, it has to find a target! He goes high, and he falls straight to the ground! Buzz still holding close, it's a crossfire. They just can't find a single target. Karon through the smoke, through the mind's eye, but is that enough? Still so many targets, 4 left alive for T1. You have to clear this out, Buzz, with a nice peek right around, and Karon this time will not be able to swivel enough. If you go for this rubble fight again, there's a risk again that it's just 2 members stranded in the middle of the battlefield. Texture wins 1, but he gets thrown out. So now Gen.G forced to continue fighting.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
His way out. He wins. Meteor will be shut down. Stacks exiled here in rubble all alone with the spike in hand, and it gets dropped.
Man, this duo Texture and Meteor is just incredible.
Pushing further in. A lobby has been smoked off. He has to creep up, and he's trying to mask his position as much as possible. Karon is marking.
Very close game, man. Back and forth. I love that.
It's just a high-low stack up. Isu, it will take a lot for him. Just the perfect movement. But such a promising talent. Prepping himself for it. Draws one out. Waiting, and Karon will find him. Does not.
All throughout today, all throughout the entire tournament, slowly starting to shed his skin, feeling more and more comfortable, more open with each and every passing game. The war cries. He keeps those spirits up, and look at how he works off the wide angle.
Yeah, you get that.
Just tying up the.
G still just waiting for information. Buzz trying to let them know that there are members on the A side, trying to draw them into that B side, but Stacks losing that. Suddenly T1 stranded a little bit. They have to push out if they want to create space. The paranoia should have landed, but Munchkin buys enough time. It's a nice shot, and now it's a 2v1. Meteor just caught, his feet stuck and glued, unable to move. And now Gen.G, they barrel towards the site.
So quick and ready once again, just being able to make those quick decisions and snappy with the kill on towards Stacks just alleviates so much more pressure. Izu all the way from the back of attacker spawn, and 2 players marking his position.
Oh, jeez. Blink of an eye, Foxy 9. Gen.G trying to get ahead of it. Is it gonna work out this time? They'll go even deeper. This has been the variation that Karon's been showing us throughout this kickoff, going ever deeper to make sure there's an extra angle. The Prowler goes for it. He trusts his teammates. He's waiting for the ISO, but Buzz gets 1 kill. He gets 1, but he swings a little too far to the right, and Stacks will return the kill. Yeoman with another trade, and now a 3v3 down to a 2v3, but it's actually just going to be Munchkin left all alone. Foxy 9's on the other side. Munchkin has to fight his way out. He has to survive. Carpe getting curious. They're giving him the 1v1s. And Stacks, now knows that the numbers may not be on his side anymore. He'll wait for the curiosity. Foxy 9 overthinks it.
Legend.
Stacks, his patience rewarded.
Especially out towards the right side of rubble, so maybe trying to teleport through, but here goes that shield. Buzz getting ahead, just jumping all the way in. Texture in for the showstopper, but he gets denied. Munchkin finds the trades, but Meteor sends out another kill contract.
Yeoman, all alone. He can't land the shot. He's just stuck like a deer in headlights. And Meteor will clean up that fight. Munchkin stuck once again. There's the undercut. You know it's an easier fight. He draws it. Foxy 9. Shield still up. And Munchkin eventually wins.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Another 1v1. No, it is a 1v2.
And now Gen.G have no money.
And Izu showcasing the T1 logo as they get ahead 10-8.
Just a little bit of pride for the team, but at the same time, this is now 4 rounds in a row for T1. Bro. Yes, a 2-round cap. Can it be the third?
Game.
Once again, they show that they have the chops to go and break down this rubble control that Gen.G's so desperately trying to vie for.
Certainty.
Carpe jump peeking as well. Smoking them off, and now the spray is going through. He's trying to hold on to his position as best as possible. Shrouded steps away in time! Stacks is here and ready to help out as well.
Bro.
Boombot gonna be sent in. Texture, he knows he needs to pick up the pace. If Carpe's out this front with nobody there to trade, the site has to be empty. They'll go for the Nightfall for safety, but Meteor gets ahead of it. Makes some noise, makes them guess. Crosshairs trained. Undercut, being considered, trying to push someone out of the smoke. He'll wait for it in the beginning. There's a beat shows, the shield comes out, the showstopper, it's just gonna be spent back, but there's the C's, Buzz still lands it! And that's going to be the retake off the rip. 5 members all alive. Meteor looking to be the shield and the spear point for the team. He goes into tree, finds his target, undercut, Shorty not reloaded, but he gets the spray! Izu gives him the intel, the teamwork.
Bro, this is over.
Same setup. Gen.G, they want to try to get ahead. Karon, does he go for the double shrouded step? It hasn't worked before. It's an early paranoia this time. Bit of a switch up, but there's the kill contract. He's been caught. Texture's already down. Karon, you need to win this fight. Meteor refreshes his shield. And just like that, the doors start closing on Gen.G.
Foxy9, he might have found a little bit of positioning in towards the B side, but is it going to be enough? His teammates out from the back, they've been smoked off. Foxy9 turns back around, takes down Meteor, the Hunter Spirit comes out!
He dodges it, one more chance, he'll stay alive. Hope still alive, just barely prying open that gate, Foxy9.
But either way,
he'll protect Yeoman. T1, they'll wait. They'll wait for everyone to get into position. It's a full surround, like a pack of wolves. Hunting down their targets. Prowler now spots out. Gen.G on a rush. They have to push out. They have to pick fights. They have to win them. Foxy9 and Yeoman, can you do it? 1v2, 14 bullets left. Yeoman down to 18. The defuse begins and Izu's holding the angle. Carpe in safety. And
GG, my friend.
Will shut it down. T1 leads 2-0.
13-8 scoreline at the map of Lotus. And T1 just ended in style. The previous round, just being able to control so much, especially out towards Rubble.
Just make sure we have options.
And allow them to burn a bit more of their utility before we come in on the retake. The cage is up though. Meteor's looking to peek off of it. And there already is a bit of value found.
Come on, Gen.G.
Right back. Collapses onto Buzz as well. He's off to the other end and he collects onto 2 heads.
Izu, he's been really good the first 2 maps as well, and now it's just going to be the wraparound stacks. He's been waiting the whole entire time. Yeoman versus 3. He's surrounded all around 360 degrees. Spot stacks, tries to move away from it, wants to go by. Had the right. And they will push out from C as well, but Gen.G, they still need to land a couple nice shots here on the A side if they want a chance of taking things back. A nice paranoia buys time, and that's Yeoman with a double kill. The spike down. They've already delayed him on A short. It's a surround on the site. They've got the trades ready. Yeoman, is he gonna be quick enough? Karon, he needs to spot the first one. A nice clean shot, and on to 2. How does he get away with this, Meteor? Vandal in hand. 1v3 contingency, spots him, tries to get on site. He knows he needs to eliminate Yeoman before backup arrives. He doesn't know where it's coming from, and Yeoman will just buy time. Drone tagged. Still the members coming up from sewers. Yeoman comes alive on Haven to bring Gen.G the Thrifty. Are you kidding me?
How the fuck did they want that? It was doing the thumbnail.
Creating so much pressure, working around the screen.
That's how. That makes sense.
He needs to holds off to the other end. Karon there to provide additional support, and down to the very end of it, just buys time, but still ends the flick anyway.
That's a big round, bro. Big round.
Same effect this time for A main. Step forward, Texture, you are far ahead, you are pinged, you are stuck, but Buzz gets taken down first. Carpe with a nice trade.
Here we go again, here we go again.
Meteor versus Texture. Meteor wins out, and this time he will stay alive.
Yo, Meteor, calm down, bro.
Window, but he's got Foxy9 right by him.
The reload has been heard.
I don't want to Spectre side.
Thinking about coming back into re-clear, but joins Carpe and pushing up in towards the A site. This is the right call. They know that Gen.G are closer towards B, and it does take a little bit more time, and if they do rotate through A link, it would make some noise, so they feel safe. They feel like they're able to kind of creep up into the A site. What they don't know is that Munchkin's all the way towards the back of Hell. Karon up close now.
He spots one, he's ready for it, almost gets the double, but the toxic screen goes up. It's not a safe entry. Recon just barely comes back alive. Munchkin, will he get tagged by it? It's just right behind the corner. Stacks, you have to recognize that there is danger still on the site. Smoke onto heaven. Spike starts to get held, and Munchkin will creep forward. He knows they haven't cleared him just yet. They do not suspect it. Carpe with a nice swing catches one sight. Screen goes down, and Munchkin will save the round, keeping Gen.G up 3-1. You've got members on both A and C link. The smokes come out, there's the paranoia and the TP across. Buzz spots his target, and he'll land the shots, and he whips it right back around. Takes down Texture. Buzz clearing, entering for the team, and secures the B site.
A little bit unfortunate for Gen.G, completely blindsided by Buzz's utility. Down to the last two players, and they are still trying to find whatever they can get. A little bit in towards C-Link, a little bit into A. Karon finds a bit of contact, but not quite the kill. And look at how T1 are set up on the site. A bit of a swing from Munchkin, though! The double kill! The second one onto Carpe. Izu trying to hold off the off angle, but he's not able to collect. Left as a shot. Just Stacks now. Pushes up, tries to get ahead. Here's Karon's footsteps, and he's pulled out his utility. Inside of the smokes, gets out another.
What the fuck is T1 doing?
Ends his life.
Disrupting some of that tempo, and the fast push out from C. Meanwhile, Karon still locking it down. There's support over from Yeoman as well in Garage, and Texture's already taken over C main. If they go into B side again, it's just going to be
one away
close
from
around
the
for T1.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Izu a little bit out towards the back. Munchkin setting up a bit of a flank as well. 3 players stranded on the site. They need to hold all of these exits. A as well as C-Link. The trip has been cracked, and Izu notes it.
And Izu just trying to hold a very far distance. Yo, man, it's just a full spray down with 3 people all rushing in. Carpe on their side. He's been noted. He's been spotted right under the fast lane. They chase him down. Site instantly cleared. Munchkin will wait for as long as possible until his team needs him. Izu, good for 1 kill. That's the call for Munchkin.
Oh my God.
Come for support. He takes him down. Half done. Stacks down to 11 HP. And just like that, always there for the team when needed. Munchkin know of each other's position. Yo, man, with a nice course correct, will eliminate. That's got to be the lurk. Now Munchkin looking for support. What's the call here? Foxy9 is tagged, but they don't see Munchkin just yet. They hear it. Meteor's there for the trade. Texture comes in. He takes down Buzz. They now understand the positions of T1, but they were waiting for the wraparound. Texture, you need to win it out. He gets the double. Meteor's still alive. Stays alive, but Karon will clean things up.
So incredibly close onto it. If not for that flash from Karon, Meteor might have been able to do a little bit more damage. He runs out of ammo as well, unfortunately, but swaps to the classic, just stays alive for such a long duration. You gotta admire how he's able to play, but down to it at the very end, once again, it almost feels as though T1 are being herded around the map, funneled back into sites. First it was B, now it's into C, and Gen.G are able to retake so effectively.
Yeah, it's that backup speed, right?
Inside of it, holding on the other edge of the door, swings around wide just to break the drone to get away alive. Here comes that Hunter's Fury.
Gets some tags, but Meteor's still getting through with the shield. He won't find his target in time. And now T1 scrambling. That's the clone. Karon dodges the flash. They're trapped in Garage. You have Carpe in C main. Could be the key to try to open things back up if Gen.G lose track. If they overpeak, there's the paranoia. Munchkin, they'll bait him out. Gen.G, they're keeping tabs. Yo, man, he doesn't land the shot, but he'll hold on to the spot. He antes it. And that should be the shutdown. 30 seconds left. T1 scrambling. Yo, man gets the information, gets the read, gets the tag, and he runs away. They'll yield the space to secure the round. 20 seconds left. Spike gets planted.
Yeah, take the spike plan. Why don't you? Gen.G have the numbers, and they are looking to surround this B site. Izu and Stacks playing off towards the right side.
How
but
the
Izu
fuck? I was looking so good for Gen.G.
Now? Stacks
Munchkin's low.
Holding the fast lane. Izu still holding off towards the other end. Takes down Texture, and all that's left is just Munchkin. Goes for the swing, a bit of a crouch, but Stacks lands it anyway. T1, Izu being able to slaughter Gen.G.
I don't understand how he got both kills instantly over by C-Link. Hopefully we get to see it in the replay. But Izu, let's think back a year before. Karon takes the title of the Super Rookie. Here it is. They just line up. They just line up, and he holds it. Just stabilizes enough to secure both.
Too, but
tried to go for a high-low crouch, but Izu's just too good for it.
But I still think that
seeing what
6
type
for
of util is
Gen.G
going
here
to be
is
used.
already pretty good.
He's gonna swing out. Just when Yeoman lowers his guard, it's Izu reading through the old point scenario, and Stacks just shuts down Foxy9. Texture, you're stuck on the site. Relay bolt online. He'll stabilize. Overdrive. You need to land it. There's the trade from Munchkin. How's Munchkin always there? The desk wondering if he'd be able to rotate fast enough. And now, how curious do we get? Charon, he's just going to hold. Backup is on its way.
God, this is getting
you
too
do
much
not have to get far ahead. The discipline, it was there until it wasn't. The trade, Munchkin, right before the ping. He finds him through the corner.
Trade.
That's the pit onto the A site. They can secure the back of the site. Recon comes in though, and Spike should get planted.
At least goes down, but that might be the call for Gen.G to start to creep up as well. Into the Viper's pit they go. Stacks has to work alongside Carpe. They try to fan out, working around the edges of the pit. It goes down. Carpe,
what?
This is the flick.
Munchkin now on for 3. Now it's a 2v1.
That was an easy kill, and he just
force him out, and Gen.G will secure a lead 7-5 in the first half. Okay, a slide forward to try to get the peak, and eventually works out for Gen.G. Little dicey, but still one ahead.
With that, now Gen.G, the quick rotations on towards the C site. Meteor tries to stay alive with the shield up, but unfortunately a bit of a sidestep and he whiffs. It's going to be Yeoman getting the kill. Stacks on for the trade off towards the back. But a 1-on-2. He goes in a little bit fast. Hits in with a crouch and a headshot. Now down to the 1-on-1. IGL versus the old rookie from back then.
Yeah, but you should have gotten the call on the health, so Foxy9, that's why he's just keeping away. He knows he can go for the peak. Stacks, he will hold true all the way to the end. Foxy, right at the end, he plays with his own leader. Makes him think that he'll make a mistake. If he can get a kill here, it would be huge, and he gets it. Draws attention. It's an immediate rotate. Meteor knows what's going on. It's just a 1-4. I know how this works, and he wants to get ahead, but can they hold on to the site?
He has to be the one to get those kills, especially alongside Stacks. Holds off to the other end, tries to peek out ahead for Texture. Texture runs away. It's a mid-round call back into B.
Yeah, Meteor, again, this is exactly what Gen.G used to do with him on the squad last year as well. Carpe, he needed to stay alive, but it's just panic across the board. Spike gets planted. Meteor all the way around. Is he aware of Texture's wraparound? Through Garage, he finds one. Texture, he has an opportunity and shuts it down. Munchkin, 8 HP.
Danger 5, and I gotta say, Split.
And Gen.G.
Would you go to Gen.G too, man?
Sight given over, but
I really wanna see 5 maps
Hunter's Fury
and
over on
I'm gonna be
Stacks.
honest, I already think about that.
Possibility, there it is. There's the undercut as well. If anyone was tagged by both, it would have been absolute disaster. But for now, Gen.G, they'll stabilize. A tag on, but there was no decay.
Look at that little gate crash that Buzz sneaks through.
Down in the corner. Could be a decoy, could be a TP. It's a paranoia. Yeoman gets hit by it, no vision. There's a cyber cage to mask their approach, but Gen.G, it's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Yeoman hanging on to the site. He has too many targets, eventually finds one. Still even once again, but the lockdown will keep them away. One gets detained. Carpe all alone. Stacks was not far enough. He wants to try to make it a 1v1, but he cannot get it. A 1v2. Can he do what Munchkin's been doing for the Gen.G squad when they need it most to stay alive? Finds a target, and they will not give it to him. Foxy9 not missing a single opportunity. Senses a fight coming. There's the kill contract.
Here we go.
Has to be big. Yeoman, he saw him. Yeoman saw him. He didn't move fast enough. Even with the knife out, the speed not assisting Meteor this time. And Gen.G, a perfect swing out. They've come back alive. The confidence oozing out
I really
of
have
the
no
squad.
favorites on
just holding true and
for winning this series, but I want to see 5
kills
maps, and I want to see
down
great
to
series,
just
you know?
the last
3-0 would be boring.
From T1 up against Map Point, trying their darndest to hold the site.
And I think Split is a very strong map for Gen.G, bro.
All alone, Texture draws out gunfire, no trade. He tried to stay alive as long as possible, Buzz. He's been pushed back by the Paranoia. Paranoia to separate the forces. A clone out, he knows one's on the site. Gen.G, they need to give respect. It's a 2v1, wide spread out. And now it's all down to Carpe, but the spike escapes in the last second.
Oh, he actually gets his own TP.
Carpe not aware of it, and it's a 13-5, a crushing defeat against T1 as Gen.G will answer back on map 3.
And that is one hell of a way to answer right back against the previous 2 map losses against T1.
First, the smoke in the way. Salvo's on the ready. As it clears, it should be fired off. Okay, Texture finds information, so they say, okay, we're able to trip that down, and let's push far back into B Heaven. We already have control of Garage. It's a pinch down, but the spike drop over on the Raptors. It's a good trade for Gen.G. They have the numbers advantage. Spike recovered as well. The 3 members of T1 delayed getting into Heaven. Buzz not quite checking his sights, and Stacks trying to crouch below will just barely get that kill, but when he's awake, it's just him alone.
He missed the nade.
Well, his opponents are all down to low HP. Texture, though, out from the back. Stacks might not anticipate it. Up around the pillars, he hears some hops around, so just coming back in. Tries to mask his drop with a shot through. Does find Yeoman, but of course, Foxy9 on the move as well. Stacks trying to wrap back around. Throws out the C's, but Texture out from above.
Should be the weaker side, that they're still focused, banking on us coming through. It's a little weird the way that Stacks has been peeking us, but it is going to be that Marshall. Lands a shot, but not going to be a kill just yet. Not the full headshot. Buzz with the paint shell just drops down. Absolute chaos onto the Gen.G squad. And now only
that should never happen, bro.
It's not going to happen.
He's running all the way across, but he knows he doesn't have enough movement speed to really get onto site. 3 targets on the other end. Well, 4.
God, this is
so the round's over.
Just absolute demolition raining from
all
Heaven.
The momentum from the pistol is gone.
Just goes down with his own paint shells. Jumps right into it. You know that the time is running out. You just have to get the round.
Oh my God, Buzz.
What a call. I mean, gets the correct read as well. Just jumps down on top of it. Lands down, gets the shots, delays him enough, and Meteor repositions off of it. Yeah, they spread out the map a lot. Foxy9 making really hard sells here for the B hit, making it look like it's a full pinch. That forces Meteor all the way out to the side as well. Karon still gets a kill, so now you think, okay, they've got us on the pinch, but that just means that Carpe stranded all alone. He should have an inkling, but does he get in a position that can keep himself alive? Hard to spot. Will either of them check? They hear the footsteps!
What?
The spray! Takes down the spike! Only 7 seconds. Karon will receive the rotation. Foxy9 will get the plant. Was he in time? Was he in time? All right, the round will continue. Just right in the nick of time. Munchkin pushes out forward and now regroups with his team.
Here comes Stacks. Has to clear out elbow first. The tether kind of gives him a link into it. But at the same time, okay, tries to go for the stun. Salvo's out, flushes him out of position. Stacks has to push up front, low HP now. Unfortunately for T1, Meteor falls onto the other side. Players inside of Garage to sneak their way through. Showstopper in, out from Heaven.
Operator spotted, but he's not going to check below, but there's no way out for Meteor. The gate crash had expired. Karon now getting the trade onto Izu's. Sight opened up. And after all that patience, forcing T1 to just hold their ground, they pinch onto the site once more. T1 really paying for losing control of mid 2 rounds in a row.
And there it is. That's that burst that Gen.G was looking for. Get into spot, and then suddenly execute into site. T1 can't quite react in time. A 2-on-3 though, not quite impossible. Buzz starts off with the paint shells, his own showstopper to boot, down onto Foxy9, and off towards the next target, Yeoman. But he swings, gets the shot onto Buzz, lands the fault line as well, pushed out of position. Carpe can't land the shot. Yeoman brings up the score to 3.
Get 1 kill, he's got the gate crash, he wants the kill, he's going to hold his ground, but I love the Rolling Thunder being used. Gen.G not taking any chances. Texture clears out the close corners, checks the pocket, not checking Heaven, and that's the site shut down once more. Gen.G is in a frantic rotation over to B. You have no information. Only 20 seconds on the clock again. There's a smoke. Carpe holding close. You have to suspect this, but now he's inside! 1 kill. Foxy9 will clear it. The trade from Yeoman as well. And with 10 seconds left, the spike will get planted.
No time, no time.
You have to run, you have to pick it up. The Nightfall, 4 seconds.
No, there's no time, I think.
But he can't defend himself.
Armageddon, the red carpet gets rolled out, but is it gonna be enough? Just clearing out backside by an inch. Carpe still around the one and done spot. Not quite noted by Texture nor Yeoman. They are trying to take a little bit more space, trying to creep up front though. You might have heard something trying to clear and spam.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Carpe out for the double kill. Izu down from the pillar, swings back up on top. Down to just Karen in 10 seconds and Izu comes back in for the elimination. T1.
Yeah, here's the double blast pack as well. So Izu, he's fast out of it. There's a stealth drone and spots it. They recognize that there's going to be at least 2 people. They should have heard the run from Izu, but do they know he's in drop? Carpe, meanwhile, a good reposition. They're not aware of it. There's 1 trade, but still, Carpe and will clear him. And suddenly, just in the blink of an eye, a 3v2. The paint shells, they should get some damage done. Spike still planted, but the numbers equalize. Meteor, he's seen him. Karon, he doesn't know! Just
bro, this is gonna break the Gen.G economy, man.
Once again, the faded duo bringing another round victory. Do you
Man,
risk it? 'Cause you can't clear this backside. Okay, that's a missed shot. You know he's gate crashed out. Even though it was texture spotted, T1 right now, they will not rush to a conclusion. Only 30 seconds left. It's going to be the salvos to clear backside. Texture holding close, but still nobody's in just yet. They need to come support. They need to get the trades. And is it going to be enough? Finally, Izu taken down, but Stacks arrives. Spike drop once again, down to 10 seconds. Why is it the same every single time? But Gen.G, they'll get a chance.
Nobody's on fire.
Stalled and delayed so much. Foxy9 now picks himself up a bit of a rifle. Tries to push further into spawn. Munchkin spots players out from the top of heaven, but blinded by a bit of a flash. Tries to reposition, continuing to hold around the edge of garage. Foxy9 spots out the clone, spots out the player. Tries to play around the pillar, sees the barrel, goes in for the flank, but Stats crouches underneath. In for the salvos, Munchkin tries to buy time, have a taste of your own medicine, but no, it's not enough. T1 plays around the edge of the salvo, Stacks gets the burst.
And so you know there's still a little bit of presence that actually works as a fake.
FNA to buy some time, but that's
Stacks back on B. Buzz spots more than 1. Tries to get ahead of the drone. He has to back out. He's stuck on the site. The Rolling Thunder. He gets shot to the side. And Texture opens up the site with the first kill.
Stacks though, trying to get a couple of spams. He actually finds Foxy9. Quick with the Nightfall straight in. Robs them of their sound. Now just down to the 4 Gen.G players trying to go back through, trying to hold down this forward space. Up by Elbow especially. Salvo sent in. Carpe with the judge.
Yeah, trying to sneak in through the smokes. He's found a little bit of space. That could be good for Elbow, could be good for a double peek out. Texture, he goes wide, but that's just not enough for the judge. With a nice trade, it's a judge, my friend. He somehow survives it.
Didn't plant yet.
1v1, but not.
That's the legend, man. Yo, but Gen.G, that was your round to win. Bro, I feel like they need this round and the pistol one.
Say, okay, is there any trickery? No, nobody sneaks by.
It's too hard, man. It's too hard to come back, bro. The pressure is so high.
Izu, look at that off angle. He holds it every time. No one's peeked him just yet. But he thinks maybe this time out of desperation. We go for an aggressive peek. Salvos and the showstopper coming in from Mail, but there's the snake bite.
Again, bro, again!
Yeah, the same mistakes over and over and over again for Gen.G.
I'm not gonna lie, this is 9-3, bro.
9-3 at the half.
This is then now T1's turn to return. Bit of an execute straight up in towards heaven, but instantly reply Texture. Off towards the top, traded off by Buzz. Karen trying to hold on towards Garage, but Izu quick to execute in. Spike planted soon.
You will have Fault Line come back up here in a second. Same with the Salvos. You wait for it. You want to make sure they clear out heaven first. Salvos coming online. There's the Fault Line. But look at how well spread out T1 is. At best, they only lose one member to the chaos of the utility. The trades will be there. Everyone ready to swing out. Smokes comes out as well. Foxy9.
They need a miracle.
There's a fault line for close. He needs to win it against Carpe, and he does. Yeoman good for his own kill as well. Stacks on for 2. It's a spread. Time
good game by Stacks, man.
From Munchkin. It's been the same story.
Actually, incredible game by him.
Stacks get fault line at the ready.
Texture. Time to shine. Time to shine.
He doesn't check. They've been delayed. They've been shut down. And there's the paint shells returning.
It's never over until it's over, bro. Especially on this map.
Munchkin, can
Crazy things can happen. Meteor's low.
They're back. Meteor is trying to catch a rotate. Nobody has any idea the jump peaks. 17 HP, but meanwhile on site, Munchkin salvo in hand. He hasn't been spotted just yet. There's the surround, there's the spike down, and there it is, 7 seconds. Returning the favor, T1.
That is hope. That is hope.
Time, the round ends, and Meteor will not be able to escape. Fast hit for information onto the A side. Quick control of ramps, but they have to be pushed out. There's the salvage. It's a double swing. Gen.G, we don't want to take the risk. A good flash right through the box. Meteor finds Munchkin. The Teo down. Once again, all that artillery now missing from the Gen.G side. Foxy9, he wants one. There's a trade, but yo man, he's not good for it. A triple. And the
It's just too good at this game, bro.
Drift. He'll do everything. He'll get the kills. He'll scout for information, and he'll open up the site towards another round win for T1.
Still, though, not quite scouting.
Man, this is a big W for Meteor, especially.
Blocked up by the smoke, tries to find the opportunity, but denied. Down to just Karen, who has to save. And this is then now T1 reaching up to that 11th win.
Uh-oh, the push out here on A, but it's been somewhat red. No, they actually try to escape from the salvos first, but the fault line keeps them trapped. And this is what this composition was built for. The free kills off the utility, the free zoning. Suddenly a 5v3.
Do you believe it, Gen.G fan? Do you still have a hope, my friend?
Like that, but still, T1 not broken yet.
Never give up. Never give up. Keep fighting.
The trio trying to work their way through mailroom. Spotted out by Foxy9. Texture out from stairs. Looking for his timing to peek out. Does have the boom bot.
I don't think that.
Bit of a silent.
No, Gen.G is not bad there.
Continuing to jiggle back and forth. Does find one. Izu off for the trades, but Karen instantly comes back in to reply. Texture now slow and smooth. Smooth is fast, but spotted out by Izu nonetheless.
30 HP. It's going to be zoned out, but he finds another target. How is he getting away with murder? 1v2. Doubles back. Tries to find another 1v1, but Munchkin spots the barrel. Z's comes through. Should be spotted. They know that one's tied up, but there it is, the fault line. There's the gate crash, but the Armageddon, I love it all the way across the back. Guaranteed for at least one kill. The re-clear, trying to pick up the spike. Buzz trying to get ahead of it. He wants to fight, but he is stuck.
Yo, it's getting close, my friends. Getting close.
Finally discovering their voices once again. The roars in the stadium will push Gen.G forward one step closer towards that grand finals.
I want to say emotions, bro. You know what I mean?
You might be able to wrap around, but can
I want to see things getting crazy, bro.
Yeoman on towards a bit of a rolling thunder if push does come to shove.
Oh, the rolling thunder!
What?
Just to chase down. I mean, it's
that's nice, man. They took it on the Viper sped.
Kill for T1, but they have no idea.
It's happening. It's happening.
Gen.G, they'll just receive.
The round is over. They gotta save these weapons, bro. Their money shit.
In the air, just cannot find the answer so far.
Man. It's hard to beat these guys, bro. I always say that, especially on this map.
Cross safely. Karen though holding out from the other edge of smoke.
Oh! What a jiggle here from Buzz. Opens things up. Now Heaven opened up. Texture on site. There's Foxy9 as well. 2 members stuck on site. T1, they're aware of this. They will isolate the fights. The flashes. Texture, he would desperately want one more, but he cannot get it. Down to a 3v2. The pit available for Isu as well, but he's stuck. He's been identified. Munchkin can't quite support just yet.
That will be the spike down.
Not good luck.
Viper's pit invested as well. Munchkin alongside Yeoman trying to find their approach, but oh, Yeoman gets smacked down.
Mad point 41, bro. Mad point, but it's not over yet.
It's like against Paper Rex. The dimensional drift gets ahead of it. He lets them know, and there's the answer back. Yeoman gets a double with the aftershock.
What? Yeoman, the hero.
The new pickup, a 3K. That's his legacy for the round. Now a 3v2. Munchkin. Waiting. Can't get the spray.
Bro, go again. One more round to take us to. I want to see Bang, bro. Can you imagine how crazy that map will look like? 3 votes for Gen.G.
They say once more. T1 wants it.
Woo! So stopper. Pop it. Fuck it.
He slams the door shut. 4 members scrambling in ramps.
Like
lemmings with nowhere to go, they will fall down into the cliff, and Charon's waiting for him. Finds another, gets the shorty out, and just like that, overtime.
That's what I love to see.
It's just trying to regroup back in towards top of mid. Izu instantly notes it. Snake bite to delay and buy time again. The rotations are online.
Time is low.
Seas is online as well. Stacks, he's arrived. He can throw that out.
Oh my god.
Not like this again. How far you've come to get to this point.
Ah!
Goes for the spray. He gets pushed out. Texture gun down from the sky. And Izu will get 3 members. Charon all alone. 5 seconds.
Bro, he was all for nothing.
Down to the round loss.
Well played by Izu.
As T1 answers back with their own flawless. This time, it's another one. It's another trap play. The salvos, they try to get ahead of it.
And he's out.
Munchkin just no. They both.
What? They got 2 kills.
Gets Meteor. They've been reading these TPs for Meteor, and neither team can find a break on the attack.
Bro, let's take us to distance map, and then have another map. Please.
Spike's still in the hands of T1 though, and maybe looking for a bit of an opportunity to try to sell some kind of a fake to once again launch that rotate. Izu's still on the other end, but Texture continues to hold down.
Nate. He's on the right. Trust me.
Now. Carpe tries to pick it back up.
He's back, bro. Texture has arrived. Finally.
Now just Izu. Back and forth.
Man, it would be so sad to see Gen.G go without having Texture playing how we know he can perform, you know? I like to see, man, when both teams are playing their best Valorant. You know, this is my favorite thing. When you have one team that is not feeling it, you know, like is in a bad day.
Positioned in a way, like if
I think that's sad, bro.
The hunt here, I'd be a little worried because they're positioned in a way where
the job
could turn into 1v1s. There is this crossfire from Charon, and so it should be the end of the round. Yo,
here we go again.
Gets a sniff of it. He says, "Well, that's a little weird. Double blast pack and no further utility. Charon, what are you looking at?" Stacks gets 1 kill. Foxy9 domed as well. Yeoman will answer back, but Stacks
what a legend, bro.
The fort. Meteor has now regrouped. What a timing from Munchkin. Just a constant ping pong back and forth between these two teams.
If he gets the plant, we'll be 1 away from the Golden Thunder.
Face the same fate that his teammates have.
His launch play.
Spike retrieved, and now an opportunity to get it planted down when first time in a long while Gen.G has time for this. No smokes though, so T1 can continue to push and assault through.
But they think 2 players there.
Tail utility to fend them off.
There's the aftershock, pushes him out. It's great staggering of the util. Now 3v2. Texture still not spotted. T1, they know they don't have much time. The shorty, Izu, what a call. The confidence play to lead in front of his IGL, the new leader of T1. But Texture waiting for a timing. Yo, man needs help. Texture will get it. There's the paint shells. It'll buy time. Izu doesn't have much of it. Toxic screen comes up. Texture will have to face the decay. He needs to swing out!
Confidence, bro, confidence. Their chance to close it out now, bro.
Texture.
A
close swing out from Stacks to open up the site. Gen.G meanwhile pushing out mid as an answer. There it is!
What are you doing?
Man out. There's the bait.
Oh my god.
He gets caught. Meanwhile, Gen.G, they've snuck through sewers.
Would they expect that?
This could still provide a chance for Gen.G. Carpe's way too far out.
He has no idea.
Any idea? I think they trust in Carpe's information. Izu, that's 1. But how many are coming in from there?
They don't know. That is 2 players.
Stunned. Where's the follow-up? Waiting for it. Salvo's a little late.
Oh, nothing.
There's the blast pack. They know he's on the side. And that's eventually the trade from Texture. Carpe now coming up through mid. It's going to be another surprise here for Gen.G. They need to push through. They need to get these kills. Charon gets 1. There's the shorty. Swaps back out. Stacks repositions in a tough angle. He saw the barrel.
What?
Flick onto Texture. 1
no time.
1. Charon, you have to stick it. He gets it. Is it enough?
No time.
Charon cannot finish.
Bro, this is insane, man.
But it seems like there's an internal timer for the gate crash as well, because Gen.G taking contact. They spot each other. Munchkin tries to get out of it. He's down to 12 HP. He still wants to fight. He knows he has to hold on the salvos to make sure he can't get traded. Izu now drops down. A crossfire set up with Buzz by his side. Can they clear him out? There's the paint shells. Buzz now trying to regroup with Stacks. Can he get into screens? There's too many targets. He must escape. Meteor, meanwhile, in mid, Charon gets the kill, so now options opened up, but only 20 seconds on the line for Gen.G. Spike going to be held in safety in the corner.
Can they close it out, though? That's the question. Yesterday we saw an insane game between Sentinels and Avantgarde. Insane.
This is what it comes down to. Texture, the shot! It does not fire! Munchkin, all alone, misses the first hit.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's in big trouble.
There's just too many angles. Good for one, but that's going to be it.
Bro, that Q on Texture. Texture was low.
Of A Heaven.
Continuing to hold it on from the other end as well. Stacks, but this time gunned down by Foxy9. Perhaps a slight opportunity. Comes back in to refill screens. Karen out from the top.
But Stacks is a fucking legend, dude.
Be standing on top of Raptors, but it does alert to T1 his position. Meteor able to hold out screens with the linear angle. The trade out from Izu. We go another OT.
Away from mid so they can go to B. Prowler not spotted. Charon hides away from it, but the entry is still happening over here on the B side. What a
perfect timing.
Texture waits for the spray.
The question once again is, can they close it out this time?
5 members alive, and look at Charon's position. The guarantee, the insurance here from Charon. Sets up a star.
Oh, you're gonna break another VCT record, bro.
Online. He is quite far away.
Yes, I did that happen.
T1 can pick up the speed. Trapwire eliminated.
Bro, Waspas, every time Waspas plays, there's a new record being broken, bro. It's crazy.
To spot out the T1 players up from heaven, but Stacks takes movement away, and now that's gonna be Yeoman down. Off to the next. That's Foxy9 gone. Karen and Texture will hold out.
You're a legend, but impossible, bro. Gen.G, let's fucking go, man. Let's take us to bind.
30 kills for Texture. He has risen back up, and he goes out. A little bit of a miss on the stun, but it's a full push out. The stealth drone as well, making sure
I need to go to the bedroom, bro. Let's end this, please.
It's a good read. The mind games are here. Who will take the peek out first? Munchkin, the wide swing. Texture with the trade. Buzz left all alone. The paint shells will keep him at bay. And Gen.G, for now, still holds control of A ramps.
Could be worse for Gen.G too.
Yeoman as well, but Izu does keep himself planted deep into this position where he might catch an unsuspecting player or two. Texture, though, quickly notes onto it.
Show stopper.
Gone.
Foxy9 all alone.
Don't die, don't die.
Where he loves to fight, but right now it's just two.
Stay alive, play with take, bro.
You have the cam, you've got some tripwires. There's a blast back in from Buzz, taking things into his own hands.
Save the cam for a take,
Now sight being approached by the spike. Foxy9 making sure that they cannot expand their control, but Heaven, how do you clear that? Meteor gets one, draws out the showstopper.
Yo, man.
He's running out. He's right below. He wants to take it out. The rocket lands. Buzz down. Meteor with a trade. One more. Foxy9 so low. He tries to go for the repeat, but it's a 4K.
It's 3-8 for Texture. Oh my god. It couldn't get any better than that. He finally got an ace, bro. And take us to OT. Actually, for next map, bind. GG.
Oopsie, as Munchkin's come, Smith falls out of his mouth.
Bro,
how could you not?
This is insane. This is the best thing, bro. This is the best thing.
Absolute limits. Down to overtime again and again, 17-15, and Texture closes it off.
Here we are.
It's paper wreck.
Map number 5. Fine.
They know exactly how to play it. Foxy9 gets a lot of information.
T1 is insane here, by the way, but
he gets engulfed with several members of T1.
Gen.G has a lot of.
That's such a quick reaction as well. The TP play quick to go through, trying to.
I favor T1.
Pitch, but it does alleviate a little bit more pressure for T1 on the A side. They go for the quick rotations, and also Karen with the smokes.
Anything can happen.
Actually saving them and playing super far back.
Map 5 like penalties.
Gonna try to hold on to backside all alone. He knows it takes time for that backup. Just yields to the smokes, and look at Stacks on the minimap waiting to see if there's a lurk because there was a huge pinch. But right now, it's all 5 members. Not a great position for Gen.G to try to go for this retake. They have to go through this choke point. with several members. There's one right click going on for two, but the trade not quite there from Izu. Meteor will make sure he fills the gaps. And now Gen.G, they've taken over backside, but they are down in numbers, very low on health on both sides. Buzz gets ahead of it. Do they know? Meteor holding on to the site. Karon, the master of the truck here on bind. But there's the pop flash. He's not able to approach. And surely he doesn't have a way out as Buzz gets a 3K.
So a lot of them coming online pretty soon. And also meeting each other force to force. Still though, bit of a high-low setup, and T1 will be able to collapse. That's Texture gone. Karon tries to hold the angle now to hold that space even further, but T1 doesn't let it happen.
Yeah, Gen.G going out one by one, just trying to take the fight. And T1,
Round's over.
this time that says we'll answer with numbers.
GG, that's not good, but that's not good.
He put pressure on B to make sure that the default had to be held. And Foxy9 swings for the trade. Can they get it? The Steel Garden comes out. He can't. The flash is there. He doesn't find a single target. And Munchkin can't connect onto two. It's just the 1 for 2. Karon all alone in Lamps. He gets a kill, but he is stranded.
First up for Texture.
Activated, make sure he can dance around. Teammates coming through, a timing! Texture fires the rocket!
What the fuck was that?
Not going to land. Yeoman will have to be the one that gets the cleanup. Checking all around, triple. Meteor pushed in. There's the Nightfall. They know exactly the location, but look at Meteor. Look at Meteor going around. He doesn't even need it. Stack locked in for map 5.
T1 continue forward, straight in towards Hookah. Good launching pad for Buzz, straight into the site. Not checked from underneath though. Munchkin able to come up huge with a double. Izu answers right back. Texture not able to collect. Izu off for the next kill and a mosh pit to slow them down.
But we do have Karon, who's already gotten through. T1, they have to recognize that they do not have info. Stax is staring intently at Elbow. Understands that there could still be an extra member. 3v3, Gen.G, the best shot they have to try to get a point on the board. Dizzy out. They start their retake. 2 people already in the back of sight, but Izu, he's just been dancing around. Stax doesn't have to worry about a thing, but Foxy9 will not be able to finish the job.
7-0.
Again, the weaponry not there for Gen.G. You just have Munchkin with a judge and Karon now with a Guardian in the site. Counter Thrash, Thrash for Thrash. Both people did
Karon.
But Karon lands his shots. He's still got the Guardian online. He's still on the site.
Oh,
T1, they might have gotten the kills. They will find.
Bro, nothing going their way.
Texture, he snuck in. He's been spotted, but he's got the Guardian. He lines him up.
What a movement.
Resets. 1v2 on the site. Lands another
1v1.
shot.
Judge for Munchkin.
He sets up the 1v1. But a judge. Not enough health taken away from Carpe. The Gen.G classic pushes him out. Munchkin closes the gap. But what a good reposition! 4K for Carpe. And just
man, what the fuck is happening here?
The crosshair placement.
I thought T1 was going to win, but
away for added measure as well.
H is 0? I didn't expect that.
T1, they continue to keep up the pace. Carpe in with that orbital strike towards the end as well, just to secure a little bit more for the rest of the team. Texture though, quick to adjust, quick to note that possibly someone might hop up, but even then down to the very last moment.
Gen.G, is there a rotate? It begins, but is it going to be there in time? An amazing pop flash. No kill found. Munchkin waiting as long as possible with the snake bite. No man doesn't spot them. They're in the smoke. They're all ready for it. And T1.
You all fall apart so quickly.
It's just a spray of bullets. And the site will once again be
Bro,
theirs.
imagine if they 13-0 here.
Forward on their warpath. They do not relent.
What's the answer here? Do we use a smoke? If you're Gen.G, he's thinking about it. Oh, just too far jumping out. Munchkin, meanwhile, gets a long-range kill on B long, but that's already the sign to enter the site. Foxy9 stabilizes. There's the orbital strike. Meteor takes a little bit of damage. Down to 21 HP, but he snuck through. They have no idea. Foxy9 starts trembling, and Meteor gets cleaned up by Munchkin.
2 players and the spike down on the ground for T1.
Yeoman's still holding in case there's a rotation, but this may not pay off. It's gonna take so long for him to regroup. Holding on to backside, and Evan, he needs to make
You gotta win this, man. 9-3.
So you have to run through.
All. Less than that, I don't think so.
His first mission will have to be to check for the brimstone, but he's hiding out in showers.
Yeoman's now within range of the site, so Sky smokes up. Izu and Carpe.
Izu with a wraparound. Same with Carpe and Yeoman. He senses it, but can he have the timing? He does. He finds him. Izu, a surprise kill. Half done by Karen. He trusts in Yeoman. And finally, the team
bro.
Rewarded.
No 13-0.
T1 though.
This time out of hookah, one of the most dangerous ways to execute onto the site, but we'll see if it works. The Dizzy, there it is! A quick 180 with the showstopper, and Buzz is what in the world?
Get this!
That Mr. 4K himself!
Nah, Mr. Ace, nah, bro. Fuck that shit.
Takes time, keeps Stacks at bay. There's the Dizzy. Stacks hides away from it. Is it a peek out? Foxy 9, he gets spotted.
Told ya, bro. Told ya. Fuck Mr. 4K, man. Textures evolve, man.
Call him the man of the
Last round in the second one picked up in this entire series.
The curse is broken, bro. After that last ace, no more Mr. 4K shit.
The entire round was lost for just a second, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, up in the skies, Texture, the showstopper straight into hookah as everyone tried to hop off.
Now I believe. Now I believe.
Through and through.
One more round and the pistol.
Wow. I mean,
tries to launch something in towards A main. Still though, Stacks now already noted. Flash is not quite available now. Nightfall sent through as well from Yeoman.
Only tags one. That might be a little bit of misinformation because the rest of the squad from Team 1 was already nearby. Arcros set up. It does get popped. Molly at the ready, but here comes the Thrash. Gen.G, can they separate long enough? Buzz gets onto the site. He is aware of the position. Meteor takes down Yeoman. Karon hiding, takes out Meteor. He still does everything he can to defend this site. He's blinded, but he'll hold on. He'll hold true, and the backup has arrived. 4v3, Spike not planted yet.
Just looking to truly survive or die on this hill as long as his teammates arrive on time, and now they're here. Now they push out. Karon starts it off. Texture continues to swing and catching on to two. Izu the final
now they need
death.
the pistol when they got a close game,
Gen.G
bro.
will complete the 3 straight rounds. But at the same time, marking the angle still at long range, Izu.
Yeah, and Gen.G, they think with the silence that T1 would bite onto a rotate. And T1 had considered it. But Stacks is back, but it's a clean shot from Texture. The site weakened. The wild card will come down to Carpe. Will he be able to provide assistance? He decides to regroup. And still 45 seconds left on the clock. Gen.G says,
I like how that sounds. Like,
yeah.
How about you, bro?
The smoke. Gen.G plays around it. Texture, he allows himself to get noted by that 0 point. The rest of his team, though.
Carpe
back into Hookah, and Carpe goes down.
Now Stacks all alone. Gen.G, no matter where they go, they'll have an absolute advantage.
Don't know what that means, right?
Stacks has to do the impossible. Haunt comes out right under the tube. He's been spotted, marked, down to 1 HP.
Oh, he gets one. One betray.
And down to 1 member of T1.
Still able to get away with at least one, but now down to this last player, Meteor. I mean, you're gonna have to do so much.
When he's done it before, with just a ghost, no sheriff in hand.
One victory.
See what he can do. Smoke comes out again. Nobody's watching it though.
Wow.
Nobody's been seeing. They now turn their heads, all just waiting for the tap. Nobody showing an absolute inch of their location, and there's just too much. There's just too much to cover. Meteor knows it. He has to start going for it. They hear the footsteps, and Gen.G, the start they needed.
Man, we got a game here, dude.
Yeah, not even trying to let the opportunity slip by. He's not gonna try to track for the headshot. Just fire 4 shots through and through, and we'll get whatever we can. And that's Stacks going down. Thanks to Foxy 9 being able to collect onto the first. Thanks to Texture now. Once again online with the Sheriff being able to collect onto these nasty shots.
Gen.G
truly looking.
This is the next round we're playing.
Doubled back.
Just. And sure, it's an eco for T1, but it's things like this.
That was insane.
That's things like
that was
this.
Actually insane.
Full out send here from Gen.G. They've waited, and they're just trying to bait that out. A timing miss here. Carpe barely getting out with his life, so Lamps has to be given over. Showers Buzz all alone. He gets regrouped with Carpe, but they're both going to be a little bit weaker. Carpe gets taken down. Buzz reclaims that position. He knows there's too many, but he just has nowhere to go. 2 people waiting for him. Spike already planted. Meteor deeper in than the opponent suspect. That's 1 member down, trying to create a crack in the armor here. The pop flash, it doesn't hit, but it's still going to lead to the kill. Karon, good for a trade. Now a 3v2. Stacks down to 46 HP.
Moves up around the sides, goes in for the defuse. At least tries to stick it halfway, but Gen.G pushes.
26, man. 26.
And he's then able to double back in to hold the angle from Showers into sight. Nightfall sent through. Buzz continuing to kind of hold his spot, maybe pushing further to set up a bit of a flank. T1 arriving on the site. Texture pulls out the showstopper. He's looking for Buzz.
Yeah, but the no command shuts it down. Meanwhile, you do have Munchkin on the other side of the map, but the spike has already been planted. Does he catch sight? He doesn't quite. But the
what is he doing?
Swings out. Doesn't give Buzz an absolute chance at all to fight. Orbital strike has been used to clear out lamps, but
Man,
Texture's
Texture's
still
on fire, bro.
That's created an opportunity for Gen.G.
Sorry, boss.
T1, they try to answer back, but there's so much post plant. In fact, using it now as a delay. Stax holding close. He's the one who has to get the kill. They know he's close because of that 0 point. He's given himself away.
Man, they're actually doing this.
Confidently takes his shot.
T1 has no money. They gotta save these weapons.
That should be the round. No chance to sit on the defuse. Gen.G now up to 8. Operator dropped. Economy broken.
Man, someone on Team 1 needs to step it up, bro, because things are getting out of control for them.
0 point still being held.
Now I have no favorites. I want to see EOT. That's all I want.
Throw it out off the paint shells, but they have to give up the site, and that's a quick entry here from Gen.G. Oh no, they cross paths. They don't know about Buzz. The showstopper only finds one, and he immediately gets gunned down. The least of their worries here on the side of Gen.G as they take out the member in hookah. Wingman goes out to clear out the smoke, pushes T1 back, but they will not be moved. They will hold on to the site.
Carpe.
He
was seen, bro. Bro.
Surely some util. There's the Prowler, waits for it. Shot fired. Boombot trying to delay. Gives him an opportunity. Another peek out right before the wingman. Yo man down. No more fade. No more info. Buzz, does he go for another? He waits. He goes. Takes the shot. It's a whiff, but the shorty in hand. There's the peek out. Steel Garden now forces Gen.G out of this fight. Spike still in hand, but only 25 seconds. Your teammates are over by B, but can they even get in?
Good try by Carol, man.
Stabilizes, but the spike, can it get there? They have to take the long way around.
They're so far away, man.
Foxy9 sprinting, but I don't think he's going to make it. It's just too far. They take the safety. 10 seconds counting down.
It's going to be down to the wire.
You have to land on the site. The spike is dropped.
What haven't they done? What haven't they done?
Gen.G as T1 reaches match point. See, they do have the pit, and it's going to be used right above, all the way into the site. There's the showstopper. Wasn't it? Carpe ducks right under it. How does he stay alive on this?
And he gets the kill.
He's
Private Trey. Is this it?
Keeps things alive. Karen and Foxy9 answering back. It all comes down to this spike planted. One retake. T1 loses Carpe, loses control of elbow.
This is a tougher tag.
Running,
this is a tougher tag.
To provide assistance. Foxy9 is waiting for him.
Buzz is out here, right?
Meteor trying to get ahead of it. He gets it. No! Foxy9's ready for it. And now Meteor all alone. He's been tagged. The Dizzy sounds the alarm. And this should be another round for Gen.G. Another chance to remain in the running. It's a face-off. Buzz is already in position. And Texture, can you land it? Buzz! Flicks right onto his arm. The raise down.
Buzz, one away from the showstopper.
Gone. And control of the map.
Carpe.
Just absolutely
we dropped this right. Izu.
Two power ultimates.
It's now or never, T1. It's now or never.
Sure, that could be a thrash for a thrash.
Win this, and you are going to Masters Bangkok.
Advantage on top of advantage for T1. Buzz still has the angle locked down. Munchkin, think twice.
You gotta send the thrash. You have to just use the movement. You have to send it. You have to chase him out. You have to land the detain. Doesn't quite chase up. He dodges it. He's got the up back out. Paint shows to delay. His teammates have arrived. Gen.G, you still have 50 seconds. They need to stay calm and cool as T1 now waiting just a couple kills away.
Oh Buzz, what a legend.
Down to Foxy9 all alone. And
GG! Holy shit, they did it!
T1 enter their first ever
great
finals.
Game, man. Great series.
VCT Pacific.
At the same time, they have punched their way to Masters Bangkok, Chobra. 13-10 on this final map. Gen.G almost making the full comeback.
A rise to greatness. trying to make themselves proud of holding that badge.